instant. Life can turn on a dime. A life can turn on a moment's notice. Your joy better be fixed in the right things. Your praise and your worship better be fixed in the right things. It can't be in things that are temporal. It can't be in things that moth and rust destroy. David reminds us of the things that he was so grateful and thankful for. If I jump down to verse 4, he said it was thy mercy and thy truth. Child of God, when you just look back over your life, first thing is you ought to be grateful that you know the truth about God. That ought to be some good news to you, to know that you know who Jesus is for yourself, not because what somebody told you, but because the Spirit of God has moved in your heart, but because he has removed the scales from your eyes and he's unstopped your deaf ears, and God has shown up on your behalf and you have experienced God yourself. So that's why you can look back over your life and you can see the mercies of God, and you can see the favor of God, and you can see the hand of God over your life, to where you can draw back and pull up front, to where it can be enough exuberance for you to get through today's storm. Hallelujah. Child of God, we must be able to pull back from the goodness of God and maintain and have our hearts fixed on praise. He said it ought to come out of your mouth. And beloved, the thing is, he tells us that not only will it come out of your mouth, but David tells us that not only will he sing about it, he said, but let me wake up this psalter and this harp. He started to bless them with the instruments. The thing is, beloved, it's funny. When we get into praising God, we don't just sing songs of Zion. We don't just shout hallelujah, but we begin to play the organ. We begin to strum up the guitars. We begin to strum up the bass. It ain't no accident when I get happy up here. It ain't no accident that when I get a little hum in my delivery, it ain't no accident, because now at that point I done got happy. At that point, I done went from theology and I done went from doctrinal teaching to doxology. I done transitioned from theology to doxology. In other words, I done transitioned from teaching and preaching to praising and worshiping. And child of God, when praise goes up, there ought to be a little more to go along with it. Every now and then you need a